Start streaming. I seem to be live. Excellent connection. I'll be the judge of that. Copy the link. Got to at Vicar. Boom. Yeah, sure. Not. Yeah, sure. Allow it. I don't know who's actually getting those, but they're getting them. Alright. Don't know why everything is so quiet. Probably because the only source of audio I've got going right now is Vintage Story, which is paused. Give me a second. Do. Follow me on Blue Sky if you haven't yet. Whoops. Whoops. And post it. Alright. Almost ready to go live. Pop out chat. I mean, I'm live. Should have done some of this beforehand. I think the link is good even before I actually start streaming. Would help me not have to deal with all this setup. Although this is probably what the starting soon page is for. I don't have such a thing. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our face out of the kobold's face. Meditation has stopped. Oh great. I've already started pressing tab, trying to access my inventory. But that's the inventory button in Voices of the Void. Oh, my chicken is spoiling. I figured it would. Also gotta do something with all these eggs. Several bones as well. What I could do, since I'm still just waiting for winter to end. Pretty void. I need to lure monsters into that. What I could do, since I'm just waiting for winter to end, is make some gelatin. I'm going to need to explore if I want to find any slate. Unfortunately, this weather is not the best for exploring. Let's see here. Expanded foods. Bread. Fruit bar, fruit bread. I need to make gelatin. Boil 1 liter of bone broth per 1 bone to make 0.5 liters of pre-gelatin. Boil 0.1 liters of pre-gelatin, 1 bone, and 1 liter of water to make raw gelatin. Raw gelatin can be boiled with 1 liter of water to make plain gelatin, and 0.1 liters of sauce, or juice or sauce, can be added to make something more flavorful. I don't have fish sauce, so I can't make gelatin unless I can use broth. I think I would have to use fish sauce, though, and guess what I don't have. So I want to make fish gelatin. It's on the to-do list, I just can't do it right now. What time is it in game? It's almost 10 p.m. Probably sleep now and be fine. Come on, get down. How's my not quite wine doing? What's Rift activity? Calm? Why is everything always calm when I want chaos? And then the other way around. Let's go ahead and check on my dwarf pines. 1 liter of 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 Some of it is still actually trying to flower again. Now, ignore that, that's just my raspberry bushes. Yeah, I don't seem to have any more pine cones. But everything here is still growing, which is good. Got a bunch of time left on my leather. A little bit more than halfway done with my salt. Alright. I still need bees. Bees aren't going to swarm in the winter anyway, which is unfortunate. Let's go and come down here and get a bit of sleep in. I'm already running out of my good dumplings. I seem to be, one moment. I really gotta stop eating popcorn before I stream. Or record. I also gotta start recording. If I'm going to release my 900 subscriber special and actually record some Deltarune, I need to, do that. Oh, 99% cured. Put that back. I'll have wine before you know it. This is not the traditional way to do that. So it's kind of backwards. Still only has 10. Rift activity is medium. How you pigs doing? How are my chickens? They're doing pretty good in here. Let's go ahead and grab the eggs. Put those in my cellar. Back. When push comes to shove, I could just boil eggs. Not the best source of food. But I could probably make like plain carrot salads with hard-boiled eggs. Something to keep me alive until spring. Hopefully somebody shows up that likes to chat. At the very least, whoever voted Vintage Story over Voices of the Void needs to show up. Please keep me company. I like this game, but I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. Well, I'm just waiting for spring. There you go. Deer. Why would I be feeding deer? But apparently I can feed my sheep breadcrumbs as well. Might be worth it to be feeding my sheep breadcrumbs. And save the good food like carrots for me. And carrots aren't very good. Wrong button. Nothing in that. I do have to be careful with the sheer number of thorned bushes around here. I need to make more bloomeries and make more iron. So much that needs doing. So much to do, so much to see, so what's wrong with taking the back streets? I shouldn't need to make anything out of obsidian for a good bit, so I can probably start using my flint for calcinated flint. And then I can mix that with clay to make fire clay. And then of course I need fire clay to make bloomeries. And then I can start making iron, and eventually I can make some iron armor and head south enough to get to the Resonance Archives. It's a good distance away, but not that far in the grand scheme of things. I do wish I could fish. Something a little bit more active to pass the time, waiting for spring. Wow. Ice fishing sounds like a fun adventure. Or maybe not an adventure, but like, you know, something I could be doing. Please, game, just give me fishing. If I had the inventory space, I could pan. Normally, you wouldn't want to hang out in cold water and pan. Yeah, but I messed with some settings, so I should be fine. I just have to free up some inventory space. And then we can pan some bony soil. How are you doing, my sheep? Oh, your resistance is nature. I'm still trying to kill me, though. I need to build a home for my pigs. Weird. Maybe this stops at 9 AM. Strange that it's still active now. Yep. It disables it. Well, actually, it's not 9 AM yet. I'm sure there is some rhyme or reason to it. Here's another rift. Nothing for me in it. A lot of rifts out, considering it's only medium activity, though. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and try to stack some of my stuff. Primordial fragment, rustic compound. Yeah, dwarf pine nuts, hold on to those. Rusty dust. Nope, no more room to be stacking things. Probably put this in my cellar. Where else would a spiderweb look good? Speaking of spiderwebs, I feel bad. I had like 5 spiderlings trying to set up a little web on my microphone. I'm cool with spiders, but I need my microphone, so I could not let them keep doing that. I didn't kill them or anything. But I did unfortunately destroy their web. Sweet, I can put that on the ground. Put my rot here, salt here. Cabbage seeds can go in my cellar. Where do I plan on panning? Regardless of where I pan, it's going to be a silly location for it. Let's see if I can't find my bony soil. There we go, 25 of them. Not bad. Gonna take this. Yoink. Only need the one. Let's go ahead and turn this into my panning shack. This is, of course, my forge, and just random storage. And boom. That's all I was trying to do. There we go. I've only got 2.5 hours with my knife. Alright, my raspberries are spoiling. I'm going to have a lot of rot in a bit. Let me see here, whoops. How do I make fish gelatin? Yeah, I need fish sauce, unfortunately. It's very savory. And then fish sauce. I gotta get some fermented fish slop. That's 8 salt. And then multiple fish. See, look at that. You need 32 of most types of fish and then 64 of another. Oh, only 16 catfish. That doesn't sound too bad. What did I just do? Put that back. Also don't need this. Might as well keep my sword on me. And then this knife will be despawning shortly. Whoops, we gotta stop pressing the wrong buttons. And then I guess I'll just sit here and pan. Oh sweet, another bone. I really want to make fish gelatin. I would need to make modifications to my fishing lake though. Oh, what's this? Paradite? Peridot? Peridot? How do you actually pronounce that? I think it's a reference to Steven Universe. Am I panning or not? Whoops. I believe I can turn this. Bony rib cage. Yeah, just drop them. Turn them into bones. I'm hoping to get a candle so I can make a lantern. Getting bones isn't bad. I need the bones as well. It's just, you know, not what I'm after. I can get bones from other sources. I'm sure those other sources would rather that I get my bones this way, though. I'm getting a whole lot of nothing. I think I did get a flint arrowhead. But that's about as helpful as nothing. I don't even have a bow. I should consider making one. Bit of a pain in the ass to carry arrows and stuff around with you. But especially as a rust mage, I've got reduced melee damage. What's in here? No, that's my syrup. Good amount of bones. I don't know what I got just now. Nothing? Flax? Lots of good stuff you can get from this. Not getting it though. How's everybody in chat doing? Whoops. Close on those. Is that where to put my cauldron? I guess I gotta keep it somewhere. My favorite material to make a cauldron out of, though, is black bronze. Oh, sweet. tiny piece of native gold. If I can get enough gold and silver, I can make a black bronze cauldron. Is it a good use of my materials? Not particularly, but Vintage Story is primarily about vibes. That being said, I have found some gold natively out and about. I'll have to go mine that up. But if I can find silver in a similar fashion, or just in quartz, as silver tends to be, should not be difficult to make at least a black bronze small cauldron. Oh, boom, look at that. Native silver. I think that a full-size cauldron is like 600 units. I'm playing with way too many mods to switch to a server currently, at least without the title being a lie. I appreciate the offer, but I don't know if I've got that kind of time. I made a poll to see if people wanted me to stream this or Voices of the Void. And this won. And I like this game. But I don't even know if the person who voted for this is watching. Don't need copper arrowhead. I need spears. Or I don't need spears. I, for some reason, really want metal spears. Oh, sweet, temporal gear. We can use that for my magic nonsense. That's not what I want, though. My kingdom for a candle. I do think that, like, a Vintage Story survival multiplayer would be a lot of fun. I enjoy this game quite a bit more than Minecraft, but it also does have more downtime. Such as this, for example. I'm just sitting in a dirt shack. Whoops. I'm panning bony soil. Stop opening that. I should probably rotate my... There we go. I can still click on the stairs from here, but that doesn't actually do anything. Plenty of bones, which makes sense. I wonder how much flax you need to actually make a boat. Not that I need a sailboat right now, but it would be cool to have one. Especially for further exploring. I wonder how much gold and silver I need for 600 units of black bronze. If I can find a trader, I can also just purchase a cast iron cauldron. Oh, hell yeah, a candle. That's like winning the lottery right there. It's also the main reason I'm doing this. I don't have a silver plate. And that is definitely not enough silver to make a silver plate. But I could probably make myself a lantern for the meantime. And then just put a silver plate in it once I can. Power gear. I do appreciate that the music is picking up. Need intense music for intense action. Such as this. Oh, a rough emerald. There's not a whole lot I can do with those. Probably find a trader that will buy them. But I want silver and gold. That ain't me. Come on, keep padding. Trying to get my buddy who was previously hosting our Vintage Story server to host another one. Gotta find good settings for it though. I prefer to play on worlds with small, like, well, big islands, but large oceans. 30% land cover, but like 300% land scale. Well, no, I just enjoy sailing from place to place more than I enjoy running from place to place. Especially if you can speed the boats up. It's a lot faster. Alright. I've gone through 13 bony soil and gotten a single candle. Which I suppose is fair. I've not even gotten any lore content to continue ignoring. Plenty of arrowheads if I do plan on eventually making a bow. I would like to make some offensive magic. This game is... It's hard to explain this game. I made a poll asking people what they wanted to see me stream. And this game won by a single vote. Vote to mean I got a single vote. This is just a voxel-based game about playing through early human history. You go through the Stone Age, then the Copper Age, Bronze Age, Iron Age, etc., etc. There's also a bunch of Elder Torah going on in the background, and that's even without mods. I've got mods that add more Elder Torah. Oh, sweet, lore content. The game this is compared to most often is Minecraft, simply because it's a voxel-based game with blocks. But I greatly prefer this game to Minecraft. If you ignore that I'm currently playing with a ton of mods, I can play this game unmodded, unlike Minecraft, which I need mods to actually enjoy. I can enjoy Minecraft with a bunch of friends, but Minecraft should not get the credit for that. Like, streaking through the woods is more fun with a bunch of friends. That doesn't mean you should do it. I guess it depends on how private the woods are. Look at that, I got a diamond. 3 more of those and I can make a pickaxe. That is a joke. There are no diamond pickaxes in this game. Steel is the highest level that you can make organically. A lot of people think this is Minecraft based purely on the aesthetics. It's like, oh, what texture pack is this? I'm like, no, it's its own thing. If you've ever played the Terra Firma mod way back in the day, it's very similar to early Vintage Story. I've already got a house, sheep and chickens and stuff. Hello, Tim. Unfortunately, this is not Voices of the Void. Nobody voted on my poll. Which sucks. I mean, I like this game. But I wanted to play Voices of the Void so I could go into my basement and smash some pipes. I don't know if you can unflood your basement, but flooding your basement sounds fun. Also, I'm on day 14 in Voices of the Void, so things are very slowly ramping up. That being said, I made a new save on day 12 so that I could try to see the spaceship event again. I missed it a second time. So I guess the spaceship just doesn't want me to see it. Ah. Now the community tab is pretty ignored anyway. Yeah, I don't know how I missed a spaceship twice. If this paper airplane is as big as people say that it is, I don't know how I managed that. Now you just need to take a repair kit to any broken pipes? Alright. I don't think there's any benefit to flooding the basement. Somebody just told me that you could do it. And I decided it's like, alright. So the next time I stream Voices of the Void, it's going to be primarily chaos. Stop opening stuff for me. Hello, Placenta Burrito. I'm just over here panning bony soil because there was nobody in chat. Everybody showed up at once to watch me just pan bony soil. Yeah. Surely it's easier to, like, put things in the incinerator if you flood the basement. Oh, how'd your stream go today? Stop opening stuff. I really like Voices of the Void, but it's a lot of busy work. I say, doing the busiest of busy work. I mean, this isn't hard, it's just repetitive. Yeah, streaming anything, really, is hard to get attention. I've definitely had streams like that before. Whoops. I streamed Journey on PlayStation, if you remember that game. You're playing as like a red cloaked cat creature, exploring the desert. And I guess both of my viewers had to have been bots, because nobody told me that I had the screen fucked up. Like, it was super zoomed in. You know, the kind of thing that surely somebody would say something about if they were real people. I don't know what bots do. Like, I don't know their end goal, but I do believe that even if they watch the entire stream, YouTube finds a way to weed them out. Nice. I don't know how. One of my streams for this game, I think it was called, like, Landscaping, maybe. Like, that was the title. Maybe with a question mark. I had, like, 155 concurrent viewers at some point. And it's like, what? When? Why? I had 200 watch hours, but I don't think that any of those people stuck around for very long. Otherwise, that number would have been insane. Probably could have partially monetized on that stream alone. I'll have to check out all of your channels, whether or not y'all have actual content. Problem with the live stream chat is that as soon as it's closed, it just disappears. So it makes it hard to click on things. Nice. Don't worry, I've only got 2 more of these. And then as soon as I'm done panning, I've got to go do something more interesting. How have I found a 2nd emerald and 3rd diamond before finding more gold or silver? You've got to mix metal alloys to get stronger metals in this game. Like actually smelt them together and then pour into casts and whatnot. Oh yeah. I mean, this is not that fun to watch, I'm sure. But if you can get something super rare like this candle, it is worth doing. Vintage Story has amazing vibes, and it's a lot of fun to play. But despite the fact that I wouldn't own this game, if other people didn't, you know, have Let's Plays and whatnot of it, like, it's just not the most entertaining thing to watch, unfortunately. I've got chat. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Probably not. But over here next to the barrels, I've got chat transparent, but still visible. Which is fine, unless I'm trying to, like, open my inventory and it's over here or whatever, and it's like, wow, I can't see shit. You probably noticed that when I'm streaming Voices of the Void, I struggle to actually see things in the shop. That's because that's exactly where chat is. Ooh, another bracelet. I've got an enchanted bracelet, so I can't wear that. But more jewelry's always good jewelry. One moment, let me close the pop-up. Ah! It's an appreciated distraction. I don't know what chat rate is, but I do know that it's like roughly chats per minute. So if I can get a chat rate of above 1, I'll know it as a successful stream. Oh dang, I was doing that all day. What's Rift activity? Medium? Put that back where I found it. The time is... it's only 21:04. How are you doing, Dark Nexus? Or I'm sorry, Devouring Void. Y'all wanna see my chickens? Well, first of all, these are my pigs. Don't worry, they're totally fine. Whoops. This is my chicken coop. There's going to be a floor here currently, but I'm a disaster of a human being. Ah, and here are my chickens. Apparently they're resistant to wind element. Oh, Tem's message was deleted. The dark evil orb sucks the life force out of things that walk too close to it, with the exception of me. And I need it for some of my darker spells. Like here. This thing is a shiver. They only have 4 legs, but a lot of people say they're spider-like. So I can just bring it over here to the Dark Nexus. And it's sucking their life out. Poor creature. I really like the shivers, but I also really like spiders. So it makes sense I would like spider-like monsters. Come at me, Scrublord. So yeah, if I just keep running in circles around here, I'll slowly absorb the life out of these shivers. It went from 10 energy to 30, which is still not enough to do anything. Oh, I'm starving. Incomplete thought. Okay, you deleted the message. I've had somebody's message be auto-modded out once, and because I don't have it set up to where I can see why a message is deleted, I'll never know what happened. Probably just spam. But just because I'm too smart to click on spam links doesn't mean I'm not curious as to what they were. Also, I'm an idiot. I'll click on stuff. Oh yeah, check it out. Look how pretty these crystals are. They're small arcane crystals. I only have the 3 of them, but I need like 80. But yeah, over here. Rude. That thing that threw a rock at me is a drifter. This little thing. They're not that dangerous, unless there's like a bunch of them. Ow. I do hear a bowthorn. Bowthorns are quite a bit more dangerous. So I'll go inside. I don't like bowthorns. Unfortunately, arcane crystals are hard to get. I think I can craft them. Small arcane elemental crystal. Not like that. Yeah, using some dark essence ash and some shifting fibers, as well as my Eldrathrium resonator, I can make elemental crystals. Problem is that I get dark elemental ash, or dark essence ash, from this dark void thing over here. And it's just not generating as much power as I want it to. I need monsters to walk into it more. But they're too busy attacking me like jerks. The reason I need a bunch of those is so that I can make carpet. You know, like, check it out. I'm in the house like carpet. My Black Nightshade wine is done. Fresh for 9.7 years. I have to gotta drink this quickly, otherwise it'll go bad. Incurable. Duration, 139 days. It'll probably cure faster if I bottle it and then let it age there. Oh, I gotta put my bowl down. But I've got nightshade wine. Can I put this on the ground? No. Why can't I put anything on the ground? It's not fair. Oh. Ow, rude. Yes. I do still need to play Deltarune. I've had more than one person ask me to play it. It's gotten no views, but I did actually do a Let's Play of Undertale a couple years ago. It wasn't a blind playthrough. Yep, just keep walking into this thing. Are you climbing my ladder? Get down from there. Weirdly dexterous little guys. Hehehe. Anyway. Yes, Toby Fox strikes again. Yeah, I played Undertale, but I was messing with the fun settings throughout the entire thing. So I've gotten all but like 2 events, because those ones overlap with other things. Like you can either get Undyne ordering a pizza, or Alphys's like prank call or whatever. I even got Gaster, which took me like 20 minutes, because you can get the hallway, but the door doesn't spawn every time. And if the hallway spawns but not the door, you have to try again, which requires that you load a save. Well, change the fun value, because it resets it to 0, then load a save. I'm not above spending like 2 hours on a joke that nobody's going to see, though. It's not very good, but my Let's Play of Pokemon Soul Silver, the 3 starters I got to choose from were a Murkrow, a Misdreavus, or Arceus, like the actual god of Pokemon. So naturally I picked the Misdreavus. Why would I pick the normal type? How do I ladder down? Whoops. Oh. Actually, don't die to my void. I need you. These guys, as rare as they are, have a chance to drop the crystal that I want. Of course, I don't have a knife. Bowthorn, you are welcome to die to the void. What kind of biome are you removing? Basalt. I've not played Minecraft in 30 years. I kind of want to check out the creaking biome. Like once I'm done napping a knife. Once I go upstairs. Boom. Do I have a stick? No, I don't have a stick. Yeah, so my favorite wood type in this game is walnut, which if you look here, is a pretty muted gray. It's not quite white like the creaking biome is. But I'd probably enjoy building with it. Knife. My inventory's a mess. Bowthorn, where are you? Ow. Oh, there's the Bowthorn. Maybe we can get it to come over here. Yes, Bowthorn. Walk towards the bright glowing red orb. What time is it? Oh great, the orb is about to turn off. Probably just going to have to kill the Bowthorn the old-fashioned way. Oh, the Bowthorn is also not coming this direction. Yeah. Come on. I'm faster than you. I hate these things. Not only are they a pain in the arse, because they can see you before you see them, but they never drop anything. Ow. Aw, it's just a regular rust crystal. those guys have a small chance of dropping the purple crystals that I want. The Terraria desert biome isn't that interesting. This should be active. Or I guess no, it's not technically day yet. So with Rustbound Magic, it's inspired heavily off of Thaumcraft, if you've ever played that in Minecraft. So this is a Celestial Prism. It used to be called a Light Nexus. And then this is a Devouring Void. It used to be called a Dark Nexus. I'm still going to call those things, you know, the Nexuses. You know what's funny? Is that I can't stand temperatures above freezing in real life. But I really like the concept of desert towns. Just people just living out where nature does not want them to. Oh, hell yeah, 15 leather. How much leather do I need to make a brigandine? Apparently I need to make leather armor first. That's expensive. I might hold on to my leather for other tasks. But yeah, I've got all this super expensive stuff. But the only spell that I know, other than transmutation, is Befriend Animal. Increase a target animal's tame generation up to the 3rd generation. So the only spell I have is useful for getting my sheep to let me milk them without trying to gore me. Alright. Thanks for stopping by, Radiative. I will probably stream more Voices of the Void tomorrow. Which is good, because I've got a lot I want to do. Yeah, so this guy is always going to try attacking me because he's an asshole. Yep, there he is. Well, and then I've got a U and a second U. I should be able to pet them, but probably can't. Oh, there we go. So yeah, these two are both Gregnant. Unfortunately, unlike Minecraft, you can't just milk something. It has to give birth first. And even once it does, it's only producing milk for so long. I broke this earlier because I needed the rune stones. But this is my Oculus. It's used to craft magical things. Ooh, 84? That might be enough to get some ash. I should just make another one of these. How do I make a thematic workbench? Alright, 4 firewood, monoweave, and a knife. Easy peasy. If I can find what I did with all of my shifting fibers. Nope, not important. Where are my monofibers? Or shifting fibers? Probably in the cellar, where they don't go. Organization is not my strong suit. Yeah, the Dark Nexus only works during the night, while the Celestial Prism only works during the day. No, really, where are my shifting fibers? I could really do with, like, a search feature. Hello, Inger. Long time no see. Oh, my sea berries are spoiling. That's fine, I could use the rot. I've got my Vintage Story usuals, and then I've got my Voices of the Void usuals. Whoops. Ideally, I could get all of my usuals to become friends. Oh, yeah, I need 2 of each. There we go. Firewood is easy to get, and I've got my knife on me. Put the basalt down. Surely I could craft this here. How is it? Maybe I can't craft the thematic workbench on a thematic workbench. Yep, apparently that's the case. Put this here, grab my Eldrathrium Resonator. You linked? Yeah, they're linked. How cool does this table look? Yeah, if you're not feeling well, you should definitely be sleeping. Like, appreciate y'all hanging out and chatting. It does make streaming more fun. But your health is quite a bit more important. I wish I could sacrifice things. Up and getting ready for work. I got home from work not that long ago. Actually, it's been almost 2 hours. Put that back to me. What I really need to make is a netherite. Not like netherite in Minecraft though, not nearly as strong. But I can use it to make torch holders. Where the feck are my rustic compounds? This mod is complicated enough when my own inventory management isn't screwing me over. Oof, gross. I don't like temperatures above freezing, so usually my room is uncomfortably warm, but I feel your pain. Actually, I don't think this will be enough to make anything. I just want to do it. Just because. Throw that in there. Where's my, Put that there. That should give me some Dark Essence Ash. It is indeed not enough to actually make anything. Do you got anything you could use to cool your room down? Like an industrial-sized box fan or something? Oh, I never showed off my crucible. This is my crucible. It's just used for crafting magical items cheaper than it would be to craft them at a crafting table. But it takes longer. With how rare some of the resources you are, or like you're required to use for spell casting, it's definitely worth using the crucible. Well, hello there. I wish this neighborhood wasn't so hostile. Oh, are you another arcane one? Yes, you are. Ow, jerk. I do gotta be careful, or I should heal. One of the two. Ooh, hell yeah, small arcane crystal. I cannot recommend just getting a large industrial fan enough. My room is like the size of a small office, but the fan that I use is intended for rooms much larger. Not only does it move a good amount of air, so it cools my room down nicely, but it produces white noise, which is really handy if you sleep during the day like I do. There's an apartment complex like right on the other side of my bedroom fence. No, not bedroom fence, but backyard fence. And like, it's not fair to say that I hate children, but I do find them pretty annoying. Like, why are you screaming? It's 11 a.m. Shouldn't you be in school? Sure, they're out for the summer, but they don't have to be screaming, is all I'm saying. Oh, sweet. There's a bunch of shifting fibers in there. Oh, I'm stopping again. If only Vicar weren't lurking. Vicar is usually the one that tells me to eat some food. I'm just constantly zoning out. Right? I'm only 30, but I'm not too young to become one of those people who just yells at kids to get off my lawn. Oh yeah, Placenta Burrito, check it out. Placenta Burrito. My Black Nightshade wine is done. And in 139 days, it's going to become aged, or vintage. No, it becomes aged and then vintage. I don't know. It could just be how my brain works. But, like, complete silence bothers me just as much as noise does. But kind of like a rattlesnake. I'm totally immune to the random bullshit noises that I make. I'll play It's a Small World at 75% speed on loop for like 3 hours. But as soon as somebody's playing an even tiny bit annoying song next to me, I'm like, oh gods, turn it off. Let's see here. It is December. Why does winter gotta last so long? I love winter IRL. But in Vintage Story, I'm just waiting for winter to end so I can do other things. Yeah. I mean, alcohol doesn't have no purpose. Ooh, yay, purple cocaine. It's pretty shelf-stable. And it's like a decent sort of source of fruit satiety. I don't have any fish because my fish pond froze over, and I didn't do anything to stop it from doing that. But you can also use small amounts of wine in your soup, at least with expanded foods. Using alcohol in cooking is not a vanilla feature, I don't think. Yeah, I've got a lot of mods. And I could have more mods. Alcohol should have some satiety. I would have to check it without mods, though. I'm not above just drinking like juice, though. In fact, that's how I survived my first couple of weeks in this world. I had a fruit press before I even had a house. And then I had a cellar well before I actually had a roof. Actually, I still don't have a roof. It just took me several weeks of being annoyed by things crawling through my open house to actually build a roof. Out of dirt. Where are my fish traps? Should be right around here. They're frozen. Oh, here's one of my fish traps. It's actually still baited. If I'd made like a little roof over these, despite the fact that it's below freezing, they would not freeze over. Might be in my better interest to do something like that, just so that I got protein throughout the winter. Although I've got my eggs. Can I put wine in scrambled eggs? I can't imagine that would be good in real life, but, like, would the mod let me? Why is this active? What is nighttime in this game? Why you... But I'm gonna leave that alone. How are my dwarf pine cones? I'm gonna make a pie. Whoop. Come on. Let's see here. My inventory's a mess. I did get a single candle, which is great. Let's go ahead and decorate with my gems. I can also break these rib cages to get more bones. Right, where is the most annoying place I can put these? Seems like they felt like being active. I mean, it would be nice if 4 p.m. was considered nighttime. I would love to get like 5 hours of sunlight a day max, and I would be asleep during those 5 hours. I'm definitely a crazy person. But how cool would it be? Eternal night. I get a lot of bones from these rib cages. If I had the fish to make fish sauce, I would be making fish gelatin in a heartbeat. Because I am the only person who thinks that fish gelatin sounds interesting. I'd try it. Surely it's a thing. Oh, my black elderberry is good for a while. What's that shit called? It's like a gelatin substitute made with a fish's swim bladder. It's like isinglass or something. Somebody's gonna know what I'm talking about. Lutefisk? I've heard about that. You know what I've tried is surströmming? Surströmming's actually pretty good. I've got a bunch of gold. I mean, it doesn't smell great, but the taste is fine. But the smell is nowhere near as bad as people are saying it is. Or I tried a particularly weak batch. Problem is that it's so freaking hard to find around here. I'd try it. I love seafood. Problem is that I need fish sauce, not fish broth, to actually make gelatin. Which sucks, because I could make a gelatin, or a fish gelatin pie. My chicken's going bad. Swamp huckleberry's going bad. Slow is fresh for ages. It's not very good, though. Although that tends to be the case, that the berries that go bad quickly stay fresh for a long time. I mean, the other way around. The berries that aren't worth a whole lot stay fresh for a long time, and then the good ones go bad, like, pretty quickly. I don't think my brain works. But this is not my first stream, so anybody here probably knows that. Shifting fibers. Oh, let's check out this lore book. One of two. The Return. Can I move this? I woke up in the dark. Everything dark. Everything painful. Every breath in agony. Waiting changed nothing. I started crawling. I couldn't keep track of how long. Weeks. Months, maybe. All the tunnels had changed. Not that I could remember the way up anymore. I'd feel my way around, finding dead end after dead end, digging with my hands where I could, or when I could, hearing other things down here with me, or down there with me. I can't read. Live in a very Nordic area in the US. I live in California and I fucking hate it here. That's why I'm learning Finnish, so that I could eventually move to Tampere. Oh, that sounds like a lot of work. There's also another language up there, like Kieli, which is like a Finno-Swede nonsense, as my friend describes it. I'm pretty sure that the Finnish-Swedish rivalry is mostly performative. Alright, grab my seafood broth, my seed oil. Oh, I can actually use wild yeast. Helps if I can words. Alright, let's go ahead and mix up some bread. Do I have any salt? I don't need to. I want to put salt in it. If I can find my salt. Making a pie. I don't even know what I'm going to put in it yet. That's all I was trying to do. My brain don't work. I don't want to make a shorter stream, because the last thing I want is for it to look like I'm favoring Voices of the Void over Vintage Story. That's all I was trying to do. Hopefully this is doing it correctly. Yes. Soft dough. Oh, I can't put salt in it. Never mind. I should probably preserve my salt anyway. I didn't finish my thought. I will stream for my normal amount of time, so it doesn't look like I'm favoring Voices of the Void over Vintage Story. But, like, my brain is somehow muddier than usual. And, like, that's not good. I can't think when my brain is in tip-top shape. What does spelt taste like, IRL? I don't know if I've had it. Team Vintage Story? Have you watched my Voices of the Void streams, though? It's a really fun game. I was beat up by, like, cat people. Who doesn't like watching somebody get beat up by cat people? Hell yeah, I can make pine nuts. You know what I didn't do is preheat the oven. Have I lost my torch? Like, it doesn't surprise me, but what the hell did I do with it now? Darn it, that's probably my torch. I left it here to burn out. Not like Burnout Paradise. If I could just start actual fires with my magic torch, that would be sweet. Somewhere around here we go. There should be a bunch of torches. I'm also most of the way to being able to craft a lantern. But no, you missed it, Placenta Burrito. I somehow did not see a giant alien spaceship twice. My chat is like, surely you're not this blind. And I'm like, oh, I assure you, I am. I'm blind as shit, dog. That's fair. It is a lot of the same, though. Regardless of what I'm playing, it's mostly just me running around panicking because I can't focus on more than 0 things at a time. Why am I eating all of my pine nuts? I can use these for pies, assuming they're any good. I don't own a monocle. I have to wear glasses. I do own a top hat. I just couldn't tell you where it's at. Actually, I'm pretty sure my top hat's destroyed. I own a tailcoat, though. The tailcoat's fine. The top hat was like $78. The tailcoat was like $7, but I found that at a thrift store. I'll need to look it up. Pierre Cardin is like pretty good. I don't know why this tailcoat was so cheap. Somebody did seem to have burned like a cigarette hole in one of the tails, which I guess did diminish a lot of its value. Come on, pie. Bake faster. I want to see if this is any good. Dwarf pine nut pie. Raw. I don't think I can mix these pine nuts into bread. Like, it didn't show that I could, but it would be a weird omission for me not to be able to. I guess I haven't tried. Put that on the to-do list. Well, let's see how good this pie is as I throw it on the ground. Let's see here. 1160 grain, 240 vegetable, 1560 protein, and 14.4 HP. Something in here is causing it to heal for a lot. I wish pie was more filling in this game. I guess it is more of like a dessert item. Not supposed to eat pie as a meal. You can make savory pies. I'd imagine that a pine nut pie would be. What's Rift activity? Calm? It would be a waste of resources, but I do have a spell, or ritual rather, that can increase the Rift activity to be low from calm. Where's my staff? Did I put it away somewhere like a dumbass? I mean, like an idiot? There's my staff. Yeah, I might be able to ascend soon. Where's my XP? Oh, 45. I only need 5 more levels from spellcasting to be able to ascend. And then I'll be able to make more fun stuff. Just nothing too fun. How do I make a Sigil of Awakening? Ah, that's relatively cheap. If I just had more ash, I could make that now, technically. You used to have to make that in the Oculus, which was a pain in the arse. I wish something would chase me into that red circle over there. I also wish the void was purple instead of red. Purple is a much nicer color. Yeah, so I think I'm still waiting for spring. But I think I'm going to build the pigs a house so that I can start breeding those for leather and meat. I'm going to expand my kitchen a tiny bit and actually build a bedroom somewhere. My maximum mana has increased. The plan was to just keep expanding that, but because of where I've planted all of my stuff, I don't know if I can actually just keep expanding that little house there. I might just make like a proper mage's tower somewhere. When I say somewhere, I mean nearby. Something tall so that I can put like a windmill at the top of it. Although surely nobody would comment on me not having a windmill, but still having power. Who would know? It's like, wow, Satu, you sure do have a lot of power coming from those random axles sticking out of the ground. What are they connected to? And I'll be like, oh, you know, stuff. And things. Although setting something up to a creative motor without having an off switch sounds like it would be miserable. Like not only the sound, but trying to move things. Have you ever played with expanded foods? I wouldn't even be able to get everything into the mixer before it decides to finish mixing. It's probably the most I've managed to collect. But I'm still over half mana. I just have to remember, expanded foods is probably the one mod I would not play this game without. Like Rustbound Magic is a lot. So I can understand people not liking this mod. A lot of people didn't like Thaumcraft back in the day either. And that's one of the mods that heavily inspired this one. But like, this game is just so solid in terms of vibes that cooking being more involved only improves it by quite a lot. And it's not even like immersion breaking. Like, yeah, maybe the seraph not getting cavities when all you eat is candy. I mean, it changes the base game, but it only improves upon it. Maybe not being able to cook meat without boiling it is pretty odd and annoying. But expanded foods lets you put, like, protein and vegetables in the same pie. Imagine making, like, a minced meat pie without vegetables, though. Who would do that? Unfortunately, there are no real potatoes, and while I have a mod that adds potatoes, it's not compatible. My entire plan, once I do start growing potatoes, is just to make vodka out of it. Because who doesn't like potato vodka? I don't know what the Finnish word for vodka is. Good chance they just use vodka. Whoop. No! Oh well. What am I stuck on? Probably just the snow. Oh, the magic one. Yeah, the magic one changes a lot. What is attacking me? Follow me into this orb. Where are you? Follow me into the orb. There you are. Into the orb. Come on, little buddy. These guys can drop temporal gears, but I want Ash more. Where is he? I can hear you. You're not in the orb. It would be easier if I could see. Now, I like magic in games, especially when I can use them. Like, use magic, that is. A lot of people like to say that magic does not fit in Vintage Story, but it's like, pfft, the game already has weird magical elements. Like, oh, it's not magic, it's science. And I'm like, no, it isn't. Maybe some of it is science. Look at Dave Thunderlord, though. He's just a big steampunk draft. Look him in the eye and tell me there's no actual magic at work there. Does Dave have eyes? I don't know. One thing I will recommend, though, if you are playing with Rustbound Magic, is going into the config and changing some settings to make it less grindy. Done it? I'm too short. How much you got? Only 44, which is not enough to make more ash. Let's see here. Apprentice hat. Ash does seem to be... Well, that, and I need to make more of these. It takes parchment and rustic compounds, which aren't hard to make. So I can make more mage armor, it's just going to be annoying to do so. Unless I get more ash. What's your charge level? Yeah, I can make more ash out of that. What am I stuck on? Oh, my pie. And these. I should build a storage room, eventually. Go ahead and grab these. Make a bunch of... I don't think it matters which one I use. I'll use this one. What's funny, though, is that I still need another one of these for the normal essence. I wish I had more than 2 brain cells to rub together. Yeah, unfortunately you can't play Rustbound Magic with temporal stability turned off. I also usually have temporal stability off, but I do it because I like to farm underground, and you can't farm and live underground. for too long. If drifters are constantly popping up and killing you. Your body starts to recover mana. There are little, like, arcane trinkets that you can make to not stabilize a chunk. Oh, I've got better runes as well. Over here is a pretty good big one. I was chased off by locusts. Locusts aren't that scary, but there were a lot of them and I was almost dead. That's not what I wanted to do. Nope, give me some of those. I only want to make 2, please. There we go. That'll give me more ash. Whoops. So do I want to make a hat or pants? What do you think it would look better wearing? A hat or pants? Probably just make trousers. I don't know, I like the vibes that Rustbound Magic's got, but I don't like the clothes. Like if I come in here to the Archmage, the temporal robe, it's just kind of gaudy looking. And the rusty ones aren't that much better. Yoink. Oh, fuck. Apprentice trousers. Alright, I do need 2 of those things, though. What do I do with my parchment? Obviously my parchment's not going to be in there. I would benefit from actually organizing my stuff. Could not tell you why I still haven't organized anything. I mean, I can tell you why. Because I'm a disaster of a human being. Actually, my character is not a human. My character is a kobold. And who knows, maybe kobolds are allowed to have a tiny bit of ADHD as a treat. Here's one. Let's figure out how to make another one of those. I think I need the Eldrathrium Resonator. Can I just open this, please? Alright. Enchanted Stone, which I don't have on me. And then some Arcanum. I've got Arcanum, but I might have to make more of those. I just need the one for now. Hello, Aston. What does that say? Lemby? I can't read. Alright, that's not fair. I can read. I've got chat transparent, though. Like, not totally transparent. My brain stopped working. What am I looking for? I need an enchanted stone. Oh, that's just... No, I don't think I need any more Arcanum to make the... Whoops. Trousers. Alright. Parchment. To do Eldrathrium Resonator. Stone. I've already forgotten. Yeah, that's not too hard. One of these. Come on. I guess I could leave that open. You there, you there. Alright, second scroll. Get. Now trousers. I need 8 of those. Easy peasy. Might as well pick these up as well. Why am I struggling to pick things up? I think my brain don't work. Dang. An entire stack is only enough. Hopefully I need 8. You there, and you here. Yes, that is enough to make my trousers. Do I have any more of the Mage Armor Transmog? I would like to turn my trousers black, because black goes with everything. Armor Mage color. Just gonna hold these in my offhand. Do. No, not blue. I don't think I'm dyslexic, but picking blue just because I saw the letters BL might be indicative of something. That could also just be the ADHD. I will totally read half of a word and then just kind of give up and guess. Boom. How am I looking? Of course, my scales are black anyway, so the trousers don't stand out that much. I need a nice pair of boots. I could get thigh highs. I mean, I probably can't, considering it's RNG. But there are thigh high boots in this game. Just gonna grab more of my pie. Pretty resource intensive to make that, and it's already almost gone. Can also drink more of my tea. Couldn't place that. What time is it? Que hora es? Palion Kokelawan. Oh, it's already 6 in the morning. You normally try to sleep through the night, but I was so busy making stuff that I lost track of time. Not a bad problem to have. Hello, Drifter. Follow me towards the glowing orb. All you drifters love these glowing orbs. I don't understand how it hit me. Where are my torches? I wish I didn't break that ladder. I gotta get back up there somehow. Hello, Rift. Doesn't look like there's anything floating in it for me. I wonder where would be a good place to set up my windmill / proper home. Would it look weird to have like a windmill at the top of a mage tower? And where that guy that was shooting at me go? Hello? Sentry? Oh, sweet, a Shiver. Hey, Shiver, follow me. I see you over there. Why do they do that? They just roll on their back and start flipping out. It got out of the rift. Don't bite me. It's antisocial behavior. You can call this Shiver Wilbur Soot, am I right? Har 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 har. It's a topical reference. I think biting people is fine as long as everybody's actually into it. This is a storyteller hot take. Where'd the ice guy go? Surely he wasn't killed by my rift. My dark nexus. There's the ice guy. Come down here, buddy. I want your ice crystals. Speaking of which, you'd better drop some ice crystals. Frost is weak to lightning. Why not fire? Ow. Antisocial behavior. You get back here. Or at least go towards my orb. Yes, the orb. Thank you. Don't run away once you start losing. Anyway, I'm just trying to carve this dude. If y'all could leave me alone for a second. Frost crystal. And the temporal gear, but I could, like... Do I say I could paper my wall with these, or do I say I could wipe my ass with these? Because that looks pretty uncomfortable. I'll just keep it in a drawer. I mean barrel. Where the hell did I get drawer from? Also, why does it not glow in the barrel? Could you imagine just having like a little decorative barrel of radioactive gunk? Speaking of little barrels of radioactive gunk, why are you not connected to my workstation? There we go. Huh. I don't care if y'all swap around. I'm just trying to actually connect you. There we go. Oh, I don't know why they're doing that. Let's put this away so I don't screw it up again. What do you got? 88? What can I do with you? Other than make a... Umbral Essence. That's what I'm trying to make. Dark Mana Torch. Not bad, not bad. Oh. I mean, you need a lot of them, but you can make large crystals. That seems like a waste. No, it doesn't. That seems like exactly the kind of stupid shit that I really want to do now. Anyway, netherite. Oh fuck, that thing is so expensive. And you need 3 of them to make a torch holder. I need more animals to sacrifice themselves to my devouring void. Please, animals, just hop into the void. Just like a pelican's mouth, the devouring void is the most perfect place to keep a baby. Baby will be safe and warm in the devouring void. I can't believe my perpetually frozen fish trap isn't catching me more fish. Oh yeah, this one. Boom. It's supposed to work. Gee here. Rustic Mana Torch. Dark Essence Ash. Created by Thematic Workbench. Like the one I'm looking at? Do they have to be extinguished? Was the game fucking with me and that's not actually how you do it? Surely I've gotten extinguished one of these somewhere. Probably not though, they're hard to extinguish on purpose. Oh, here we go. I think it would say inert if I needed an inert one. Four Dark Essence Ash. 4 Dark Essence Ash. Rustic Mana Torch. Well, this one's inert, but I was putting the rustic ones in there. Maybe it's not craftable. Maybe I'm just wasting my stuff on dust. Speaking of my stuff, here they are. Maybe I gotta craft them here. No. Well, I don't not need this. But it sure would be nice if the crafting recipes worked how they said they would. I guess I can make a single block of netherite. Well, not like a single block, single rock of netherite. Huge difference. Well, let's go feed my chickens, I guess. And then I can scramble a bunch of eggs. Bum, 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 bum. Gotta remember to close that. The world wants to be kind, or unkind and cruel to my chickens. So the opposite of what I said. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go! But also pickle my eggs. Who doesn't like a good pickled egg? I actually do really like pickled eggs. Problem is that I've got no self-control. So I'll go to pickle an egg. And then the eggs will be pickling for like only a day at most. And so I go to eat them, and of course they're not fully pickled because I did not give them the time they needed to do that. You know what I heard is another sentry. Oh, frost. Ooh. Where's my, pickaxe? Anyway, frost is actually one that I do want the stones for. Or crystals. I just have to figure out what I did with my pickaxe. Here we go. I mean, this isn't the one I'm looking for, but it is a pickaxe. And I just gotta break it. Yep, smash. Just monostone. Wait a minute, you're not ice, you're wind. I could have let you be eaten by the void. If it was active. Didn't even get me a wind crystal. I should make more arcanum, though. It's just one of those days. Well, yeah, I was gonna boil some eggs. Well, that's what I'm doing, kind of. I'm being distracted. Let's see here. Here is a good place to build a fire pit. I don't have a sink in here yet. Well, this is barely a proper house. This is just kinda an advanced dirt shack. The basics: bottles, boiled eggs, 1 raw egg and 0.5 liters of water. How many eggs can I put in there? I think 20. 20 eggs. Which is a lot of eggs. Could you imagine eating 20 eggs at once? Could you imagine being able to afford to eat 20 eggs at once? In this economy? Where are my eggs? I just picked up a bunch of them, I think. Maybe I didn't. I had to have. Are they on the ground? Maybe I just moved them slightly without putting them in my inventory. 25. I can put 25 eggs. But that's just the new amount to hypothetically eat at once. Gotta figure out where to put it. And then consider where to build my sink. Having access to water in my house is really good. Only if it looks decent. But it's not 2 liters per egg, it's 0.5. Couldn't take an egg out. Boom. There we go. My brain don't work. Y'all know how it is. Sweet. Inventory. Managed. Seven-hour inventory management stream win. Making some food. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. How are my sheps doing? Yep, you're resistant to nature. How about you? Probably also resistant to nature. Is pregnant. Can you get pregante? This game is beautiful. Sure do wish that I had the ability to make a house that looks good too. Oh, there's my pickaxe. I was looking for this. Might actually need more eggs. More logs. Can never have enough eggs. Probably wondering what I'm even planning to do with these eggs. Making a salad. Of course, when I say I'm making a salad, I mean I'm just cutting up a bunch of carrots and mixing them with a bunch of boiled eggs. I could put onions in there too. So yes, carrots, onions, and boiled eggs. Maybe pine nuts if it'll let me. The most round of meals. Fish sauce is actually really good if you have the resources to make it, which I don't currently. Like, it has a faint glow to it. I'm crawling around on the floor, but I'm stuck on something. Yes, give me my eggs. Boiled chicken egg. I don't even think I have to peel it. Yoink. I'm missing a bowl. Like, I've got the one in my cellar. Nope, I think I've had this same conversation with myself before. I know where my other bowl is. Put you there. Let's see here. I should do something with those. It's only fresh for 21 days, which is a lot of time. But is it a lot of time on, like, the grand cosmic scale? I don't think so. I also don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just sort of saying shit. My kingdom for inventory space. I might have to make, like, another crate for temporal gears, since they don't stack. It's not a bad problem to have. It's just a problem. And I have it. Alright. Let's go ahead and cut up some carrots. If I can find my knife. There we go. Cut up some onions. There we go. Knife nearly broken. Put you here. Alright. Salad. Making a salad. Chopped onions. Where are my boiled eggs? Where are my boiled eggs? Did I not pick those up? Nope. Boiled eggs, and can I add the pine nuts? No. Darn it. Can I add more boiled eggs? Yes, just multiple boiled eggs. This is just going to be carrot, onion, and egg salad. Yep, 600 vegetable satiety, 400 protein satiety, fresh for 21 days. I'm going to keep it on the ground, but that'll be fresh for even long in my cellar. Even longer. Helps if I finish words. I mean, that looks kind of neat. Almost looks like a breakfast bowl, if you ignore that it's just carrots and onion. Boom. And it actually managed to fill me completely. So not the best food, and I wasn't that hungry particularly. My void, it lives. Hello, Bogib. Or Boji... what was it? Bojibi. There we go. I remembered. I'm not tired. Everyone else is tired. What's going on over here? Nothing? Alright. My oak trees have already grown. That's kind of cool. I would have to go collect more lime, which is a pretty good use of my time. But I can start making more leather. Or I can prepare to make more leather. Yes, follow me, Shiver. Follow your nose. For the fruity taste that stop biting me. Yep, come on, Shiver. Just hang out near the red dot, please. I need your life essence for my potions. I mean, that's not what I'm doing with them. Bowthorn, you are definitely welcome to walk into it. You'll never take me alive. I've even got, like, some boiled eggs and stuff to snack on. Fresh for 5 days, fresh for 25 days. Why is my chopped produce fresh for so long? I don't think you could leave a plate of chopped carrots out for 17 days, and it would still be totally fine. I guess it is below freezing outside, and that might be the factor. Let's see here. Expanded foods. Dumplings, fruit bar. Gozanaki, however you pronounce that. Yes, crush the moisture and flavor out. Pasta dough, once kneaded, can be smashed flat with a hammer or rolling pin and cut into noodles with a knife or cleaver. Noodles can be used in meals or boiled in a saucepan with 1 liter of water to eat by itself. You can also make cold pasta meals, which are pretty good. Trail mix is also pretty powerful if I could ever figure out how to make it. I've made trail mix in the past, but peanuts are hard to come by. Au gratin. Need pasta dough, smash it flat, chop it to pieces, blah 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 blah. Fish sauce, soy sauce, food oil, or cottage cheese. Using cottage cheese in this way is the best way to use cottage cheese in modded vintage story. I'm looking for salad. Here we go, mixed. Oh, I could have added breadcrumbs. Or sunflower grain. Oh, sweet, something is walking into my void. If I just hang out here, I can farm essence indefinitely. I mean, it is inevitable that I get it. That being said, my brain's not working. Hot pasta. The problem with expanded foods is that it does not expand like the default cooking. So anything that you make over a fire can only have like 4 ingredients. Whereas anything you mix in a bowl, like cold pasta or salad, is going to be infinitely better. I'm sure there's a reason it hasn't expanded the amount of stuff you can actually cook. Oh, you can make salad dressing. Tangy and oily. This stuff makes salads and pasta really pop. How are you doing, BoGB? I hope life is treating you well. I'm just kind of hanging out. Well, this probably isn't the most entertaining thing I could be doing on stream. I am just waiting for creatures to walk into my rift or void down there. I need their life force for things. Alright, it's enough time spent just hanging out in a box. Shit, it's a bowthorn. Run for it! What time is it? It's not very late, unfortunately.